just on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there was nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of this nightmare. But when I stopped to see those eyes begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone among others. I've got to try to define.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, welcome. We're here tonight, short track racing. That's right, Top Hat Comics, Crooked Line Racing here. And ain't gonna be no comics about this one. Gonna be some good one though. Although it is short track racing, Chase Pierce, the man out there, he's back here tonight. I don't know where he was at last week. Took a vacation, I guess. What's up, Carl? Jason, what's going on?
What's up?
Alright, Bullring, short track. What do you think?
Honestly, with the field that we have, there's not going to be any telling what's going to happen tonight. I couldn't tell you.
Alright, well. Green flag. How about that, folks? I was over here eating a Slim Jim. But I'm gonna tell you what some of the drivers were saying before the race. Place is slick.
My brother used to race here a lot, real life and iRacing, and he said it's probably one of the slickest tracks you could race on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure about the setup that they've got here. Again, it's a short track. Some beating the banging could happen. Obviously going to be one of them one grooves. Now, I was hearing some guys talk before the race, and they were talking about how tires, and it's funny because that conversation has been brought up, I don't know, a million times. That if you're out front leading, I'm not coming in getting tires because we got a battle for the lead. That's old Chris Carroll. He's battling for second, my bad. As Chase Pierce checking out. So Carroll and Pierce going to be the two men, but the tire issue, I'm going to tell you, I've not seen it work in the last several seasons. Again, don't know why. Should, but it don't.
Yeah, like I said last time, I think it's something with iRacing with the short track late models. It just doesn't wear out tires as much as, like all the cup cars do.
They got plastic tires.
Yeah, plastic tires don't melt. Don't melt. Track's a little cold.
Yeah, there you go. We'll blame it on that. How you doing? Larry Bell back out there in this flame machine. Nice looking car. Let's see what Jason Raymond's in here tonight. Remember, he had to start in the back because he won last week. He's not in the full green machine here tonight. He's got his picture out there, though, looking cool there in the ocean view. I know Mom's got to be out there watching. I did find out Scotty Stevens, Brenda, out there watching. I thought it was his wife. My bad. It's Mom. So we got two moms out there watching.
Awesome.
Nice. Pierce, Carroll, two of the top dogs here. I mean, Pierce has really stepped it up the last several weeks and whatnot. It's gonna be interesting to see what he does. You got Carroll there behind him, Steven Zimmerman, and then old Troy Tarbuck. Say Tarbuck, probably.
I want to say it's like Tarbuck or something like that.
Yeah, Tarbuck.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of good. And now, good run. Go through and Duane. Got a brother here watching also. Okay. Simmons. Well, okay, Simmons. Who is the brother out here we're watching? Who we watching? One we watching. Let me know who your favorite driver is. Go back here. Oh, Aiden Young. Remember I talked about him a couple times. I've seen him race many different cars on the NASCAR side of cars, and he's also flipped it over to the dirt side of things. Done quite well. Dirt. I don't think that's your brother, is it? The Ishkanon. We'll just say Brandon. We'll go with that one because
I think I remember it was like Ishkanen or something like that.
Ishkanen. Okay, all right.
Like Ish Canyon, I think that's what he said.
I'd end up calling it Ish Kebab or something. Yeah. Get hungry up here. You know me. Let's race number 3 of the Super Late Model Series here. Short track here. Top Hat Comics coming on board. Got to give credit to those guys. As appreciate them coming here. That's old Chase Pierce, main sponsor, and from Lexington, North Carolina. It's my hometown. Ish Canyon. Okay. Ooh, Ish Canyon. Typed it out there for us. Ish Canyon.
Ish Canyon. Ish Canyon? Something like that.
Ishkin? Is it Ish Canyon or Ishkin? Ishkin. Hey, look. I know I'm going to chop that name all up. Jason Day hanging on pretty good, too, there in 4th place. Right now, everybody's just being patient.
Yeah, that's something we haven't really seen in the last few races. Everybody wants to just get by everybody, but that's why I just keep seeing single file until someone makes a mistake.
Yeah. Jeff Shell, though, falling off the pace. He started up there in 2nd. Good qualifying for him, but then just, boom. Like Grand Canyon. Oh, okay. It's Canyon. Like Grand Canyon. It is Ish Canyon. I got you. Oh, we do. We get that hooked on phonics going on up here. Tanner back here running. Got the purple mobile out here.
The 17's actually come up on lap traffic, actually. Already.
Yeah, it won't take long if they stay green for, quite a bit. Take long here, so yeah, he's going to come up on it. And here's the thing. As he comes up on the mustard car, had that conversation last week, French, mustard. Maybe Chase is like, get some bologna out here, we'll be all right. So, but as we get out here, when he comes up on lap traffic, that's where danger lurks around every corner.
Yeah, lap traffic's one of those things to where it's all up to that lap car that's going to either make or break your race. You can use that lap car to your advantage, or that lap car can screw you over.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, in a lot of times, we see lap cars get it out the way pretty good. See Carroll just slowly but surely reeling in. Scotty Stevens hanging on that 3rd place spot, but old Jason Day right there looking to take it away. Well, there's Deborah. Yes, I know. I found out, Deborah, that you're the mom. I thought you were the wife of Scotty, but or girlfriend or whatever. You're the mom. That's cool. He informed me of that before the race. So I was like, all right. And he just got shuffled back to 5th. He was actually up to 3rd there. I think that's how you're going to see some of these passes here tonight there, Kason, is guys going to get a little tight. Dude, shoot right up underneath you and get up on the high side. You're going to lose some spots.
Yeah, I keep hearing that high lane is just, it's not good to be up there. You never want to get up there into the marbles and lose it.
No.
Oh, 99 almost just lost it.
And Carroll?
Yeah, Carroll just came off the corner, dove in a little too tight and got loose.
In here, it says he entered the pits. Guy, the pits. It must have been right there at the pit road entry.
Yeah,
watch
that's
the replay here.
It was.
That'll help old Pierce. Pierce will be like, yeah. He's from old Victoria, BC, Canada. Rumble strips, got to be careful down there too. The tires on a rumble strip could upset the car.
It's another thing about this track too. The rumble strips aren't like last track of Gateway where it's just a one whole rumble strip going around the corner. It's cut up into little pieces. It's kind of interesting to see.
Far back we win. Good grief. Right now, he's got about a 1.6 second lead, and he's got some lap traffic in between him and the leader. Jason Day still hanging on up there in the 3rd place spot. Zimmerman in the 4th. Scotty Stevens holding on to the 5th. So actually getting a little spread out here.
They're getting very spread out. Jason is 5 seconds back. Looks like.
Yeah. Jason, yeah, he's he's about 4.1 seconds back from Carroll. And like you just said, about 5 seconds, almost going on 6 now, back from the leader. That's just getting spread out. I mean, those two guys on the front keep doing what they're doing, have his field lapped.
Definitely
we get a green flag stop, definitely.
Green flag stop are also going to be a factor, too. How quick and easy you can get off pit road.
Well, I think it was Scotty Stevens or Jason, one of those, that I should do a best paint of the race. Tried to do it a couple times. Let me know out there who y'all think. We'll run through the field. They're pretty spread out right now. We'll do our rundown here because we got Chase Pierce out front leading it. That top hat machine there. Carroll sitting in 2nd. His pit performance machine. Jason Day's got the butt kicker and McConey on the car. Zimmerman, throwback USFirearms.com. MF's Race Design, Scotty Stevens hanging on to it. Troy, right behind him, he's another pit performance man. Levi Allen, good looking gray machine he's got. And Kyle up top here, kind of strung out. Got Jeff Shell up underneath him, battling out there for position. Larry Bell, I'm probably looking at Larry Bell. I mean, I just like that car. That's kind of nice paint job he's got. And then Andrew, which I got to give Andrew credit. That's a nice bird. Give him a good one. Jason Raymond at the McConey setup shop. Aiden right there behind him with the young gun. Tanner, he got the purple mobile out tonight. Jeff Clifton. Look at the machine there. Let's see who he's got. He's got, I want to say it's a 9-line foundation on the top of it. Brad's got old Bob's Pet and Pond. Get some pets in the pond. Go, Carpenter. Oh, Guy, he needs a sponsor. Something on his car. And then Wild Gooseland Racing. Brandon is Canyon. Jeffrey Miller. Back here in the back, he's another one with a top hat on it. Chris Clark. He's the French's machine, the mustard. And Brandon Mettler did not come in this one here tonight. Brings us back around. So let me know which one y'all's favorites out there. I kind of like Andrews. Well, I painted the 19th car this week and last week's. That's my favorite. Hey, there you go. Nothing wrong with that.
I really like the 02 guy's car.
02.
Honestly, I like the 02
Guy.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Black.
Yeah, black with just, a little bit of color. That's the kind of cars I like. Doesn't show that you're in it for the
sponsor on it.
It doesn't show that you're in it for the sponsor. It's showing you're in it for the fun.
We're talking about paint jobs. You out here wanting a black car. Well, all right. His pick is Guy. It's really not a paint job. It's just they forgot to throw the wrap on that thing. Yeah, that's the midnight machine. That's what we'll call it. It's the midnight machine. How's that?
Sounds good.
Yeah. Let's see. Both paint jobs are Grubb's paint jobs. Kevin Grubb this week. Phelan Grubb. Let's see. Kevin. Kevin and Waylon. They're the 19, so all right, that's your vote. As he painted it, that's why he wants the 19. He said, painted it, I'm gonna vote for that. Hey, I don't blame him. I guess the reason I kind of like that one out there of Andrew is Smokey and the Bandit style paint, you know. I mean, I would say if there was a General Lee out there, I'd vote for it, but it's gonna hurt some feelings out there this time of day if you do that. We got too many sensitive people that live in the world. There you go. Battle for the lead. Look, Carrollton running back down.
All Carroll needs to do is not make that same mistake he made last time. I kind of feel like he hit the apron and then got loose off there. But
well, you said the rumble strips. Now is where will the lap traffic play a factor, and has Pierce used up his tires? I mean, we're 64 laps into this race already, and this is woo. Boy, I tell you what, I bet Pierce right there. We were riding along with Carroll on the hood. I bet Pierce, man, puckered up when he saw that car come across his nose. That was close. Wow. I don't know if you caught that.
I caught that. That was probably... I've seen a lot of close calls, and I've been in a lot of close calls, but that was probably the closest I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's like, oh, man, you got to be kidding me. So, I'm up on Tanner, but we're 66 laps already in this race. I mean, and that's the thing. It's been green flag all the way. I got to give my hats and credit, man, applaud a lot of these guys out here. Hey, you know, fantastic racing so far. To be on a track that a lot of these boys are talking about, man, we don't like. Been green flag so far. And being such a small track, you know, laps are just going to wind down really quick. Again, fuel, though. Fuel's going to be the factor. Tires, I really just don't. If this thing keeps going green like it is, there's no way you're putting 4 tires on a car under a green flag stop. I'm not, especially if I'm these top 2. There's no way I am going into the pits, Case, and putting 4 tires. I might put 2 on because I got to put fuel in anyways. But there's no way I'm taking those extra seconds, because then I'm going to be marred in traffic. We've already seen how hard it is to come through this field and pass. Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I wouldn't take 2 tires either. I just take fuel and go.
I mean, again, the only way I would take the 2, the only way, and I agree with you on that too. I mean, the only way I'd take the 2 is if I had to take 10 or 11 seconds worth of fuel, because you might as well take 2 then, because it's going to come out to the same time. You see what I mean? But 4 tires, no. You're talking about what, like 18-second pit stop, and Pierce overdrove the turn. That's going to give Carroll all he needs right there to get on the inside. Wow. Yeah, I had a feeling that's what Carroll does. He just kind of rides, and I had a feeling, man, you know, Pierce came a long way last season. I know you weren't up here with the booth with me, but he came in the last season, hadn't won a race in none of these in the series at all. Won 4 races last season, so just came out the gate. But he has been known in the past to be a little aggressive as far as driving. Fast driver, don't get me wrong, fast guy. But sometimes where I think he might need to learn is to know when to calm down and don't overdrive the equipment. And I think that's what he's done right here. He's overdrove it just a little bit. And Carroll, you know, I talk about him week in and week out, Case, and I know probably some of the guys are all tired of me talking about him. But he comes out here and he wins, and he's patient about doing it. We've seen him come through the field, and how he does it, I don't know.
He definitely, because something I've been seeing with Chase's car is he's been loose coming out of 3 and 4, but Carroll hasn't. So right. I don't know if Carroll is just using a different line than he is, or if Chase is diving out lower. But definitely different kind of strategies you need.
Well, you bring that up as a good point right there. Between the two, you see Chase right now struggling and fighting the car more. Where I go back on, you probably overdrive it, and he's used up the tires. Where Carroll's been really more patient, and now he looks like he's on rails out there. It's just, wow. Scotty, of course. Scotty right now is back here. Got that butt kicker machine, MF Design. He's been able to maintain there in 5th. A lot. That's the thing about these tracks here. Now, being that this is such a short track, I'm not going to be surprised if somebody can't go all the way on fuel. I have seen that before. It's a rare thing to do, but I have seen it done. Most of the time it's on really short tracks like what this one would be. And it kind of would be in kind of a pace like we're seeing right now. Now, obviously, a caution would really help that too, but caution comes out at this point, everybody's coming in, and Scotty's out there sliding around. Because we're at lap 85, and let's say you're Scotty Stevens sitting right here casing. At some point, you're right here on that threshold of, if I'm going to pit, it's got to happen here within the next 10 laps, I'm going to say. Or I'm not going to have any chance of catching the leaders. Keeps driving like that, he's not going to have any chance of catching anything.
Yeah, that's one thing you got to watch for is the person behind you is going to try to force you to make a mistake. That's one thing you got to try not to do is make those mistakes and give them what they want.
And you're right. I mean, because it's so hard to pass here, we're not seeing anybody come through the field. I mean, Jason Raymond has made up a lot of ground. He's up to 8, but even that, still, look how long it's taken him to get to that point. I mean, we're at lap almost 90 right here of 125. He doesn't have another 90 laps to make up, another 8 positions or so. So he's going to definitely need some help to get up. What's up, Tammy? Mama Raymond is out of work and watching her. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I found that out there, Tammy, that you work late. A lot of times I was like, well, Raymond, man, your mom sometimes just kind of like don't say anything. When I mention her, she pops her head in. And he said you don't get off work till sometimes around 9. So there you go. Must be like a second shift or something. I hear you.
Scotty Stevens actually back on lap, I think it was coming to lap 89. He got loose coming on the front stretch and lost a few positions.
Yeah, way back to 10th. Watching it there on him. Jeff Shell back there too. So some of the big movers here. Andrew Bogus up 15. Jason Raymond up 10. But on the flip side of it, Scotty Stevens, Jeff Shell, one of the biggest, Jeff Clifton, 2 of the guys have lost a lot here tonight. Scotty is just not having fun. I think the tires are gone on that car.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Either he's just getting on the gas way too early, or he just has no grip on the track anymore.
Yeah. Now, meanwhile, Zimmerman's up to 3rd, Brian Zimmerman, but he is about 8.5 seconds back from Pierce, almost 10 seconds back from Carroll. I mean, those 2 guys have just checked out on the field. And again, at some point, Carroll and Pierce both are going to have to be like, we're not coming into the pits at all, because you just won't have enough time to make it back through the field. So at some point, these 2 up here, I mean, they're right now they're lapping the field. There's only 9 cars on the lead lap, by the way. But at some point, they're just going to go the whole entire distance.
Yeah, I've actually seen at this track. My brother, he used to race super lates here. They could go 150 on 1 tank of fuel.
Okay.
How? I think he saved. I really couldn't tell you. But once again, he was one of those guys who could know a strategy first time they run it. So
I know they don't run 100% fuel, so obviously they would in real life. I think they run. 60, 75% maybe here. I think it is. You know what? I haven't asked Tanner in so long. I forgot. I should know all that, but I don't. Apologize. But even at 75%, I would think the way the pace of this race is 125 laps. Like what you just said, 150, he can go in 100 fuel. I think they can go to 125.
Yeah, honestly, I agree. I mean, and not knowing how much gas they have, they could be cutting it close too. You might see some of these guys not hitting full RPMs coming around the corner now that they've lapped pretty much over half the field.
Well, the two that are, I'm going to say, in the catbird seat of doing that, if they are anywhere, let's say a lap or two shy, is Carroll and Pierce. They could give up time. I mean, they're 8 seconds ahead of Zimmerman here sitting in third. Now, Zimmerman, on the other hand, he's got Jason Day right there breathing down his neck, and Andrew. So they're not going to be able to save as much, or they're probably going to be in jeopardy of, giving up a position. But as far as the top two go, oh, man, they could give up, 4 seconds and still be 4 seconds ahead, So they could give up a lot, save a lot of fuel. That's the advantage of that big lead they got.
Yeah, I actually just found out what happened to Brandon Mettler.
Okay.
His internet decided to go out on.
I had that happen. I actually had that happen last week in a broadcast. Got 10 laps into it, and then thunderstorm decided I ain't watching no more.
Yeah. I had had an issue. I was racing a NIS race, and my internet just was not having it, and it kicked me out of the race.
So we've went. Now I gotta think back. If I can put my hat on here, maybe I'll get confirmation from Tanner or someone out there that might be listening. I do not believe, and again, take this with a grain of salt. I'm not 100%. I'm probably 95, 95. That there's never been a full flag to flag super late model race. Green flag, that is. There's always been at least one caution. One, at least. We got 15 laps to go. Now, I could be wrong, and there could have been, and I'm just mistaken and forgot. Old. Forget stuff. But from what my understanding is, I don't think there ever has been. Been close, but I don't think it's been. I think we've got like green-white checker.
I feel like that's what it's going to come down to. A lap car is not going to move, and then it's going to bottle up everybody, and someone's going to go around.
Carroll don't like that philosophy, man.
I don't think he does, but
Carroll's like, be quiet, Casey. Come on now. That is not what I want to hear. See, Raymond has moved up to 6, which is, he's done up 11 positions. So him and actually Andrew, 2 of the hard charge, because Andrew's up 17. So we were talking about guys not being able to come through the field. Those 2 guys have come through the field. But the problem is it's taken them, 100 laps, over 100 laps to do it. They would need a 200-lap race even to get up there, close to the leaders or whatnot. Talk about the leaders. Carroll has a 3-second lead over Pierce. Let's go on board. Let's kind of watch and see if maybe they're clutching in the turn. I can't see it because his arm's in the way. His RPMs, Pierce's RPMs still look pretty high. Like he's killing the RPMs or clutching. Staying up to about 5,000 RPMs. Let's ride with Carroll and see what he's doing. So their arm kind of goes in the way of the digital thing when they turn there. Yeah, they're staying at 5,000 RPMs in turn, so they're not saving. Oh, wow. But I mean, look at it this way. There's only 7 cars on the lead lap. I mean, that is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the tracks to where you could easily lap the whole field in the span of maybe 100 120 laps ish.
And if this goes caution free here, Kaysen, this would be probably the fastest race we've had in the Top Hat Comics Crooked Line racing.
I would have to agree on that one. This race has definitely gone by pretty fast.
Yeah, heck yeah. I mean, it's a short track, obviously, but Jason Day up to third, so Zimmerman might be in fuel saving as he is falling off the pace just a little bit. U.S. Firearm Machine, so Jason Day moves it up to third. Andrew, who has just clawed his way through the field here with 3 to go. I'm impressed with the guys tonight. I got nothing. It's been, and I think Carroll right now, he's on the back end of these lap cars. If I'm him, I'm not even going to try to push the issue with it, you know?
Yeah, the only thing he doesn't want to see is an accident in front of him until that white flag comes out.
Yeah, well, there's the white flag, so this one's official. It don't matter if they crash or kill each other. And my hat's off to all these drivers out here tonight. I mean, it has been spectacular as Chris Carroll's going to win it. And a green flag to flag here. Pierce comes home in second, Day there in third. Man, what a race. I mean, that was clean and green all the way through. What a race. Hats off to him.
Yeah, that was definitely probably the first time at the Bullring I've ever seen a green flag run, green race.
Right, yeah. Yeah, well, and you're right, too, there, especially on a track that this hard, being that this is the Bullring, like you just said. This place is not an easy place, so want to do an interview this week, man?
Give me 1 second and I'll tell you.
Oh, okay, all right. Carol's in here. Carol usually... he'll jump in here in a minute. So.
Let's let you do
the What's that?
Let's let you do the interview tonight.
All right. We'll bring up third place man hero, Jason. Jason, join the booth, got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, got up the third. Thing went green the entire way. I got my hats off to all you drivers out there for that. That is awesome, especially at this track.
Yeah, it's after watching practice, I didn't know it was going to be like that, but yeah, everybody raced really clean. It was tough to pass. You just kind of had to wait for guys to make a mistake or let the tire wear kind of play to your factor.
No doubt. Well, you got home in third tonight. Good run, good finish for you. Got anybody you want to thank for it?
Of course, you for doing the broadcast. Crooked Line for always putting on a great league. It's really nice to be back after I haven't been on iRacing since the last week of March, so it's kind of nice to have a good race, the first race back. All our sponsors, MF Design, Savage Apparel, Coney Setup Shop, Butt Kicker, Res Energy, BAM Racing Videos, and I forget what the name is on our banner now with this series sponsor. Top Hat Comics, so thank them for sponsoring the series, and yeah, it's been a while since I've been here, so thank you, appreciate it.
There you go, Jason Day bringing home third tonight. Good run, bring this guy home in second. Chase, join the booth, got a copy?
Yep.
Well, you jumped out early. Did you burn the tires up on it?
Yeah, I got to do way better at that. I'm just disappointed and embarrassed. I let him run me down twice there, and then he passed me and drove away. I got to get better at tire wear, dude.
But did you think this thing was going to go green flag the entire distance?
Honestly, no. Not at all. I mean, yeah, I was spinning a lot in practice. Yeah, a lot of people were. It was loose, very slippery.
I mean, yeah, like you said, this place, I was surprised. My hat's off to every one of y'all. Y'all did an outstanding job, coming home here, green flag tonight. So, man, you got anybody you want to thank for an awesome second place?
Yeah, my parents, Top Hat Comics, Stick Shifter Sim Racing, Fanatec, Thrustmaster, MPI, iRacing for the great sim, Crooked Line for the great league, you guys for the great broadcast, and the field out here for run flag to flag. It was awesome.
Absolutely, man. There you go. Chase Pierce bringing home second night. Well, this man here, Chris, join the booth, got a copy.
I got you, Joe.
Well, it looked like, man, Pierce was just going to set to sail to the moon, but what's most impressive is this thing went flag to flag green. That's awesome, man. Y'all guys did an outstanding job on that one.
Yeah, that's a tough track to get around there, and these boys, they showed their talent out there tonight. I mean, they should be proud of themselves for not having a caution at that place. It gets worse and worse as the tires go. The car gets uglier and uglier to get around there, and every lap that goes by, there's more chance of someone wrecking themselves or someone else just because the car's getting ugly, you know?
I got to ask now, as far as what made the difference in this track, fuel-wise, how was you able to go the full fuel distance?
I was doing a podcast at the same time as racing there. I think it's just because it's so small, and I think we're going slower. I think we're just not hitting the RPMs, like the speeds at the end of the straightaway. I don't know. It could be the off throttle time as well, because we're not on the throttle very long there. You know, it's a tough place to get around, and that's my guess. You know, that's the best I got.
And I know I'm gonna go along with and agree with you, because this is one of the kind of Bullring. It is a Bullring style short track here, but man, quite impressive here tonight. Like you said, flag to flag, green flag here tonight. You was able to run down Pierce, get the win. You got anybody you want to thank for an awesome win tonight?
Yeah, I always got to thank Zinni, USAFirearms.com. Got to thank Tanner and the boys for putting this on, and all my Pit Lizard boys, Larry Bell and Levi, and all the guys that run with us out here. This is really fun, Joe. That was one of the funnest tracks all season long. That thing was hairy, it was ugly, it was loose, it was tight, it was slipping, it was sliding. So I wish we could run that place every week, but got to thank you for the good broadcast and everyone that works hard to put this stuff on.
And it was a good one, like you said, interesting, and we were kind of wondering on the pit strategy there too, but man, hats off to you tonight. Good run, Carroll. Great win.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, Joe. Hopefully we talk again soon.
There you go, Chris Carroll, man, bringing home a casing. Man, the Bullring, I thought was going to be a bull fest, but these guys just showed out tonight. Came out here and made it a green flag all the way.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was going to be looking like the running of the bulls, to be honest. But it's the complete opposite. I'm actually very impressed with all these drivers. They definitely worked hard tonight. So
absolutely. And like what you said, a lot of the drivers probably thought that too in practice. But man, I tell you what, I'm gonna head out here tonight. Again, congratulations to Chris Carroll on winning it for the Top Hat Comics Crooked Line Racing. For myself and everyone, have a good night.